Nexas, so I'm looking forward to it. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Hello, Esila. Hi, Alexandre. Welcome back. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Welcome. Looking forward to what failed miserably yesterday, not failing miserably today. We got past one obstacle. If there's any more, we'll hope that we can work through it. Since Roy, welcome in. How are you? Great having you here. Have you been? Also been good. How are you? I'm glad you're doing well. That makes me happy. I'm doing very well. Thank you. Happy in a room. Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. Burger posting. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Great having you here always. Thank you for liking as well. I greatly appreciate that. Why did you stop watching anime? Because there were things in my life that stopped me from being able to do a lot of things. I got really busy. That is why. Are you recording yourself? You bet I am. I remembered to record. Let me check up on a few things. Okay. Whoa, I'm on Twitch. Wait, okay. It's muted, so it's not gonna make any sound. It scared me for a second. Okay. That does remind me, though, I do need to mute other sounds, because I don't want you to hear the rest of my desktop. Hello, Esila. Hi, how are you? Hi, Esila. Hi. I can see you guys on Twitch now. Let me just adjust a few more things now that I know that I am on Twitch. Okay. Mute this. System sounds, yeah, mute that too. What else is there to mute? Mute Steam even. Why not? Sure. Mute everything. Okay. Then I need to do this. I need to go here. I need to go here. Sorry, I just need to get everything set up. Oh, 3 jobs and 14 hours of sleep do sound busy. Yeah, it is pretty busy, especially the 14 hours of sleep. That's the toughest part. Let's see. Oops. How many episodes do you plan watching today? We'll see how much we get through because we tend to end up like talking a lot and that takes up a lot of time. I wonder if we'll ever find out about the secret thing. We're trying again today, so we'll see. Hopefully it will work. I made a really stupid mistake yesterday that caused the plan to fail, but I made sure not to make that mistake today. I made sure not to do that. Okay. Ever since I switched to this new keyboard, since my other keyboard died, I've been like misspelling everything and like missing the keys because it's a different size than my old keyboard. It's a lot bigger. So like it has the number pad, it has all the extra keys I didn't have before. It's a lot bigger than what I used to have. So I'm missing like all the keys. I'm not used to the positioning. And we can do this. Okay. There we go. But you plan 2 hours for today as usual, right? Yep. 2 hours for today. I can't handle much more. I do have things to do outside of this, unfortunately. At least for now. At least for now. Let's watch all of Free Run today. How many episodes is it? Like 28? I don't think we'll be able to do that. Maybe one day when I'm more available and I have more time, we can go through an entire like 28 episode anime together all in one go. I think it's 28. I'm looking right now. It says, where is the like numbers actually? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 28. It's 28 episodes, which is a lot longer than I usually like my anime. I like my anime at 12 episodes, or else I get bored. Okay. Let me go back and look at Twitch. Okay. Sounds really awesome. For today, we should be able to do 1 or 2. Yeah, that's most realistic. That's most realistic. Let me look at you closer. There we go. My eyes aren't very good. Like, my eyes aren't so bad that I need glasses, but my eyes aren't super good. So I need to look at the text in a way that is bigger. We just need to watch at 6 times speed. The way I usually go about it is I usually watch my animes in ×2 speed. But for this, I will not do that because I feel like that would be weird, having you guys also watch in ×2 speed. I watched it and thought it's 24 episodes, lol, happens. Esila, no. What do you mean, Esila, no? I genuinely don't know what you're referring to. Please no, huh? Please don't watch your anime in ×2. What do you mean? It's never caused me problems. It's a sin? Why? Hi, Esila. Hi, chat. Hi, Ophelia. How are you? Good morning. Good afternoon. How have you been? Esila, yes? Okay, someone agrees with me. Someone agrees. Why, though? Because it gets through it faster. It's more efficient. I can see what happens faster, and I don't have to wait through, like, the boring parts or the stressful parts. Not in the way, I'm not saying that as in, like, oh, watching anime is so stressful. No, because that's, like, really dumb. But, like, some of the conflict can be, like, stressful and, like, hurt my heart. So I so we skip past it by watching it super fast, right? What I am agreeing to, I just tuned in and heard Esila know. Watching anime on ×2 speed. I agree if it's not super dialogue heavy. Yeah. Makes sense if there's a lot of dialogue. C Boogatron, welcome in. How are you? I'm not exactly sure on your name. It's kind of hard to read names now. I'm doing my best though. How have you been? Welcome in. You would get a lot of shit for this opinion in anime community, lol. Well, I don't really care. I don't really care what people think about how I watch my anime. What matters is that it works for me, right? What matters is that it works for me. It's okay, Esila, you're allowed to be wrong at times. Yeah, there's nothing wrong in being wrong. I'll take it. I'm wrong all the time. I'm used to it. I know there's something else to discuss first, but you'll give us the signal to press play, right? Yes, I will. I will count down, and on 0. So we'll count from 3, and when I say 0 or play, that is when we will play the show, and then we'll all be in time, unless one of us buffers or like one of us has ads or something, which should not be a problem for me. I turned my ad block on, and I'm using 9 anime I think today, so I should be fine. Got places to be. If you're busy today, best of luck to you. Wishing you well. I'm happy to see you here right now. A sheep does anime watching speedrun. Yeah. Yeah. Silvatora, welcome in. How are you? It's great having you back. Welcome. I'm honored that you decided to return to me. How have you been? What's going on? Just a little chat before we actually get started today. We're going to discuss a few things in regards to next week and the event that's going to be held. And then we're going to watch Freerin, which is apparently, like, really good or something. I wouldn't know because I haven't watched it yet, obviously. We're going to work on that, though. I want to hear more Esila's controversial takes. I don't even know what's controversial. I just do my own thing. I just do what, like, works for me. I don't know what's, like, wrong and right, though. It appears I missed the hot takes. The hot take is that I watch my anime in ×2 speed, which is apparently a sin or something. I don't think it's that bad. It's never been a problem to me. Next, you will say you prefer dub. No, I don't. There's a few times I prefer dub because, like, sometimes the dub feels nostalgic, right? Like, sometimes you see an anime on television and it's in English because you're watching in America or something, right? Or an English-speaking country. So you go back and rewatch it also in English because of the nostalgia factor. So, like, in that regard, sometimes I do, but overall, no. No, I like the sub better. Leo Bell, welcome in. How are you? It's great having you back. Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. I've never heard of anyone who watches in ×2. What do you mean? It's like the most efficient way. I really like the Death Note and Black Butler dubs. I personally have not ever... I think I got like a few episodes through Black Butler. It was never my thing, but I did really like Death Note. I watched that a good while ago. Not too long ago, actually. Like sometime mid last year, I convinced my mom to like watch it with me and my brother. And she really liked it. It was really fun to watch it with her. And I'm lucky that she lets us do that, I guess. She really enjoyed it. Hi, Sheep. Hi, Leo Bell. How are you? Firen, in particular, actually has a very good dub, saying this as a sub person. Gotcha. Okay. I watched all of One Piece on normal speed. All of it? Every single one? How many hours is that? Goodness gracious. Got places to be. Meant for the speed run through anime. Oh, gotcha. I'm happy you're feeling motivated today, by the way. Do you know how come? Not really. I guess I'm just happy to be here and happy to have the job that I have and want to do my best. All the Toonami dubs. Good day, Esila. Good day. How are you, Puffy? I can never watch the DBZ in JP. I can probably never watch it anyways. I've tried. It's just not my thing, unfortunately. How do you even comprehend information properly in ×2? My brain doesn't work like that. Okay, so here is the secret. I don't. I don't comprehend any information on times 2 speed, but I also don't comprehend any information on times 1 speed. I don't comprehend anything. The trick is I have to watch every single anime that I ever experience 2 times total. One time I get like half the information, or like a third of it at least, and the second time I understand it infinitely better. I have to watch everything 2 times. Not on times 2 speed. Like on any speed, preferably 2 times because it goes faster. I like watching on times 2 speed because I know I have to watch every single thing 2 times. So I get through it a lot faster that way. So to answer your question, no, I don't understand, but I don't understand it regardless of speed. So hours, how many months? Yeah, that's more accurate. Too many, a long time. I think you just get used to it. Yeah, you do. I can't tell if you're joking or being serious. I'm being 100% serious. Every single anime I've ever watched, or at least the ones I've cared about, like, if I got through an anime one time and didn't fully understand it, but I hated it, I'm not going to watch it a second time. I know to a certain extent I didn't like it. Why would I experience it again to understand it better? But all animes I've ever actually liked or been interested in, I've watched it at least twice, so I can actually understand what's happening, because I don't get all the information necessary in the first watch through. 2 times? Geez, I have to. There's something wrong with my brain and I don't know what it is, and that's how I get around it. Angry Zila, welcome back. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Esila. Hi, how are you? Glitter glue? Is her name Glitter Glue? I struggle reading that. Welcome in. How are you? Great having you here. That makes Edgerunners even shorter, which is crazy to me. I see. Can you tell us more about the event next week? I don't keep up with AniLive a lot. Yeah, I will. We actually have about 1 minute left until our initial 15-minute little chat is over. I'll definitely get to that. I'll definitely explain that. So first run is a scouting run, making more sense. Yeah. Honestly, this year, I found myself requiring to read novels 2 times to fully enjoy the story. So it's kind of similar. Yeah. I'm happy I'm not fully alone here. I feel like I say things sometimes, and people are just like, oh my god, goodness gracious, good god, Esila, why? Why in the world do you do things the way that you do that makes no sense? But, like, it works for me. So I'm glad I'm not fully alone. Even if it is a little different than what I do. Researchers would find your brain interesting. I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would. After your explanation, I feel like I'm the same way, but with books. Gotcha. Okay, we are 15 minutes in through. So, before we actually get to watching, I wanted to take care of some business. Okay, so AniLive is holding an event next week starting on... My planner is closed. Let me open it real quick. I have it bookmarked here. And I opened the wrong bookmark. Oops, it has 3 bookmarks in it. It has one for the monthly page, one for the weekly page, and one at the end for the dog grid. Okay. So it starts next week on Tuesday, the 21st. And the person who receives the most gifts will receive an artwork for one of the AniLive mamas. And I don't particularly care about earning this prize. I know for a fact I'm not going to be the person to, like, be at the top of this, especially after, like, yesterday having the 3 people who are actually, like, known and popular join AniLive. It's 100% going to be one of them. I don't really care about the prize, though. I just want to see how far I can get if I, like, really try, you know? Great story. Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. Thank you. Researchers would find your brain very interesting indeed. After your explanation, I feel like I'm the same with books. Doubt. The most gifts, you mean the most coins? Yes, that's what I mean. Most coins. Which do have correlation with gifts, but yeah. So it would be kind of cheating if you just get like 1,030,000,000 coin gifts. Yeah, most collective coins during that period, which should last, it lasts 1 week, because it ends on the Monday after. What even means being on top for this? It sounds so vague. It's coins. Yeah, it's coins. It's coins. I mean, like, I just want to see how far I can get there. I know I won't be at the top. I know I won't be winning. I don't really care about the prize. I know this will, like, end up, like, paying me, so there's that at least. I'll be able to... So maybe I'll be able to invest back into the stream, and then I can make things better. I'd be happy if I can upgrade the stream quality. That'd be nice. I also need a monitor. Maybe that would help. So we're trying to figure out exactly how we're going to do this. What can we do to like maximize this outcome? Because I don't want to beg for coins and gifts. I want to make it fair enough. I want you to get something in return, you know? I want there to be like prizes or whatever. Not prizes exactly. I'm using prizes for lack of better words. But like rewards kind of for reaching certain milestones and all that. And I have a Google Sheet like in the background of my computer right now that I set up with like all of the necessary like formulas and all of that, so that's ready so I can track everything properly. But he always speaks in the end. Indeed. Is Captain trying to rig the contest in favor of his former employees? I don't think that was exactly his intention, but having it be timed so that his former employees, who already have a fan base, the way that this is timed isn't, like, I wouldn't say it's super fair, but honestly, I don't really care about that. I don't care for winning. I just want to try, you know? Just got here. Are they including X-Prism talents? I think they are, because it just said AniLive, right? It didn't say anything about Nexas. So I would assume it's everyone who can stream on AniLive, which includes X-Prism as well. I want to give burgers to Esila too. I was thinking, like, we have milestone goals, but we also have, like, separate kind of individual goals. Like, what if I got 10 burgers, which is relatively easy to get, but also, like, a very, very good boost towards the overall goal? If I get, like, 10 burgers total, I can, like, make burger dinner. We can eat them together. And we can do a similar thing. So if I get, like, 10 pizzas or something, then I also get a decent contribution towards the total goal. Plus, we also get to make a pizza. And I don't like pizza, but I can put stuff on it that won't hurt my stomach and that I'll like, so it'll actually be enjoyable. You know? Okay, I need to catch up. I was talking a lot. The most gifts means most coins, yes. So, like, the largest number of gifts or the highest value of gifts combined. Highest value, so most total coins. Got it. I'll refrain from burgers until the event. You don't have to, but if you want to support me, I would appreciate it. Let's do our best to be as high as possible. I'm not a big fan of doing drugs, but we'll do our best in the event. Incentive, yeah. Kisses as prizes. Actually, I have it set as our very first goal. If we reach the $5 equivalent, which is 330 coins, I believe, I will kiss everyone immediately. That's our very first goal. I made it the easiest one. It's the easiest to achieve. So at 330 coins, I will kiss everyone. Very easy. I don't think so. They're busy. IIRC. Lily, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Yukio, thanks for liking. How have you been? Thank you. You to get 10 too fast, lol. I didn't want to make them, like, super hard to achieve. Like, okay, so I have this currency converter that I set up with this online tool. So burgers cost $3.99. $3.99 times 10 is $3,990, right? That is $61. Like, that's a hefty contribution. Like, that's a lot. But also, like, with the audience, that's not super unrealistic to obtain. So I feel like 10's a good number for burgers. So if you get 10 burgers, we definitely can gather the materials to make burgers and also eat the burger. I'd probably be hungry. Laughing, crying, cat emoji. Hi, Karma. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome. Boygas sound pretty good. Yeah, they are. Make them hard. I'll achieve them. Okay, give me 5 billion burgers. Please, not serious. I don't expect you to give me anything. Makes sense. Okay, no. What? Oh, wait, so when does the 10 burgers thing start? We will start on the 21st, which is Tuesday. We start in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Twitch chat should rent an iPhone for a week to give burgers to Esila. And everyone can, like, swap out their credit card information as they take turns paying for the coins. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I wouldn't suggest downing money specifically only to, like, look at AniLive. Communal iPhone, yeah. Let me catch up with Twitch chat. I feel like I neglected you a little. Where did I leave off? I want to give burgers to Esila too. One day, right? One day. One day the app will be available to everybody. And I hope that I can see you there when the day comes. Wish us on Twitch could chime in, but alas, we don't exist. You exist in my heart, right? That's what's the most important. You're in my heart. It's a dog eat dog, man eat man world out there. Esila becoming an NPC streamer. I don't want to do it like that. I don't want to do it like that. What if was it even stated that X Prism takes part? It was never explicitly stated that they would take part, but it was also never stated that they wouldn't. It just says that the event is taking place on AniLive, and it's people working on AniLive who will be participating. It doesn't say whether or not they're excluded, but it doesn't say that it's limited to only Nexus people. Anything you do for us feel genuine. If it's not an authentic response, you know. I see. I lost my place because the chat moved. When is Android coming? I don't know. Hopefully soon. I want to see you guys like in the actual place, and I don't want you guys to have to rely on someone else who is so incredibly kind to restream in their free time for you guys. Do we have to wait to give you burgers? You don't have to wait. You can give me burgers now. That's okay. But they will count towards the event starting Tuesday next week. So the 21st. Berg. Man eats sheep world. I don't want a man to eat me. No, thank you. I don't want to get eaten. I want to stay alive. Will there be a leaderboard of some kind? I have no clue. I'm expecting there to be none. So we all have to just, like, guess where we are. I expect there to be none. Maybe they'll surprise us, though. Maybe we'll see. To see the ranking live, that's hard. Yeah. I'll do my best with my Google Sheet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Esila gets a burger and everyone gets a kiss. I like this term. I was thinking that I count, like, every single person's individual contribution towards, like, the event. And, like, every 100 coins or something. Like, my original thought was every 10 coins, but, like, that can get, like, the price will get really steep in kisses eventually. But, like, every X amount of coins, you receive one kiss. And at the very end, like, I have a designated kissing stream where I pay back everyone in kisses, depending on how many, like, coins you guys gave me. It's hard. We will send spies. No, you don't have to do that. I'm not aiming for number 1 or anything. My competition doesn't matter. I will save most of my coins for burgers, but I have painted room. I really appreciate the gift. Thank you. It means a lot to me, genuinely. Kat, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How have you been? That's a lot of kisses, Esila. I know, but, like, you guys seem to like the kisses, and I like giving you kisses, so I want to keep giving you kisses. Like, if you guys put in all that effort for me, I want to be able to repay you, and since I know you guys like kisses, then I want to give them to you. Lily, welcome in. Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. Thank you. Kissing ASMR. Bedtime ASMR for 100 burgers. Actually, I have a few ASMR options on, like, my list. Competitors, too insignificant to matter. Got it? No, that's not what I meant. Everyone's probably, like, more significant than me, honestly. They have a lot more to offer than me. I feel like I'm pretty plain as a competitor. Thank you for liking, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. Shadow Fox, welcome in. How are you? But I have this Canva thing open, and I'm trying to work on, like, a little graphic. I have, like, the basic structure, like, laid out. So there are 24 milestones, right? And originally there was just 12. But in the case, which I'm not expecting, that we surpass, I think it was $450, the equivalent of that in coins. In that case, I do have the other 12, which goes all the way up to $995 instead of $1,000 because I rounded down so the number in coins was prettier. So I did that. There's a few options there. I can read that to you guys. Esila will be the dark horse sheep in this competition, trust. I mean, we'll see. You're well prepared. I like planning. I like trying to be organized. I don't come off as super unorganized sometimes due to, like, the shortcomings that I experience every once in a while. But I do my best to be as organized and prepared for things as possible. Okay, so I have everything sorted out and, like, converted to coins over US dollars. Because 1, coins are going to be universal, and 2, all the currency in the app is measured by coins because that is the currency of the app over US dollars. So we all see, like, the same numbers for the price of gifts, right? So our very first goal, I have some of this like planned out, and I took a reference of like other people's like gift, money, goal, milestone things, all of those. I took reference. I have like the very basic ones lined up, but we can edit it to taste, right? I can remove, I can insert all according to like what you want and what you desire, you know? Where's a coins to USD converter when you need one? I had to like look online and I had to do the math to make sure everything was accurate. There's a tool on rollforfantasy.com that's like currency like comparison converter kind of thing, and I had to add a custom currency for coins. That's what I did. That's what I did personally. The Battle Royale has finally begun. For legal reasons, this is a joke. I don't think you have to legally distinguish that you're joking in this aspect. I'm pretty sure that no one's actually serious about this being a Battle Royale. It's just a silly thing because the way our like company model is, it's nothing too serious. Okay, but the very first goal is like relatively easy to reach. It's less than the price of one burger. So it's 330 coins, which is, I think that was $5. I kiss everyone immediately. As soon as I hit that, you all get your kisses. Easy. Once I reach the coin equivalent of $25, it doesn't jump up to 25. It jumps up to $20, which is 1,310 coins, which isn't super crazy still. Once I reach that, you guys get to choose like a text tweet, right? You guys get to compose one text tweet. I will not delete it. Cannot contain slurs, cannot contain anything offensive. Very basic, general, common, like this is what everyone does. Easy for real, oh no. Kat, welcome back, how are you? So we can do that. If we get a 10 additional dollars, when we reach $30, the coin equivalent would be 1960. So 1,960 coins. Then you guys get to choose a voice tweet, which is a little more interesting for just $10 more than the price of the text tweet. Time to start brainstorming. Yeah, I guess. I mean, if we reach it, I guess, because there's always a possibility that like we don't reach it. So I don't expect to be given anything. Like this, I could get like $30 total in the entire week. That'd be fine with me. Like, I'm doing this to see how far I can go. And if as far as I can go is $30, well, I found out how far I can go. Easy. It's not a big deal. Oh no, I have a milestone goal. If we hit X coins, Esila will welcome every viewer by saying, "Hi, name, welcome to the Cult of the Lamb" for an entire stream. Oh, actually, we can do that, yeah. That's pretty easy. we can set that up. We can find a coin goal for that. Let's see. Nate, welcome back. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. In order to support, I'm willing to spend all the money. All the money? If you're not in the financial position to be spending anything, I urge you not to spend anything. Please, if you're ever going to spend money on this app, or anywhere really, be sure that you actually have that money to spend and you are in a safe position to be spending that money. So what event are we talking about? Next week, AniLive's starting an event where if you get the most coin gifts in a week, you will receive art from one of the mama artists for HoloLive. Cult leader RP stream, yay. We can set that up. I'll go through what I have written down. I took heavy reference from literally every other person's like donation goals. Okay, so 1,960 coins, you guys write a voice tweet. 3,270 coins, I will eat something spicy, like very generic, you know. Everyone does that. At 4,900, I will reveal where I'm working. Not like my location. I'll do a setup reveal. You can see either how nasty or how clean my desk is. I'll reveal my specs if you guys want, all that stuff, you know. At 6,530 coins, 6,530, you guys get to pick my first cover. I will be working on that. My goal is to do one cover a year. So you guys get to choose what that'll be. A lone wolf might sweep. Oh, I'm done. So cool, called. A lone wolf might sweep. A concerned emoji. Credit card reveal. No, I don't think any amount of money will get me to do a credit card reveal. Low-key Ellie. Is it Ellie or Eli? It could go either way, and it's really risky because, like, Ellie is super feminine and Eli is more masculine, and I know people can get really riled up if I get it wrong. Please do let me know. Favorite cheese type reveal? I feel like that'll be a little underwhelming for a prize or a reward for you guys giving me money. I'll give you that for free. Can we get a conversion to USD for the cover goal? That was for $100. That's the $100 goal. Pretty hefty price, but it gets heftier, I guess. So the goals go, okay, it starts at $5, then it goes to 20, then 30, then 50, then 75, then 100. Past 100, it goes up every 50, all the way up until 1,000. And by 1,000, I actually mean 995 because the point goal looks prettier. Will there be a collective milestone, or will there also be rewards for the top 3 donors? I want to do that as well, but we have to discuss that because I want to know what you guys want, so it's actually worth it for you guys. Because I don't want you to give me something and you not get something that you want in return, right? Favorite part of a sheep to eat? Well, easy. My favorite part of a sheep to eat is no part. And before I keep going reading these for you guys, if you ever want a conversion for any of the points or coins, excuse me, if you want a conversion for any of the coins, just let me know and I will I'll convert that for you guys. But continuing onward with the draft of this, for 9,800 coins, you guys can pick my Twitter profile picture. This will go on for a month. We're doing all the easy, not super scary ones first, so you guys pick that. I'll keep it for a month. I'll keep it for 3 months if you want. I mean, that's a lot of money. I'll keep it for a year. I'll keep it for a year, and I'll pinky promise you on that. You'll see that for a year. Unless the company makes me change my profile picture, I will uphold that. For 13,070 coins, I know some of you guys are really into ASMR, soft voices, all of that. I know some of you guys really enjoy my voice. ASMR type things are not my, not exactly my forte. I'm not super opposed to them, though. For 13,070 coins, I will do a whispering / soft voice stream. Please don't. Decide first cover sounds better as a top donor prize than a collective milestone prize. Honestly, same for write a tweet and profile pic. That would make sense. That would make sense. I'm going to screenshot this for note. Okay, I need to check in on Twitch chat since you guys are in a different tab. Okay. 9,800 coins is how much exactly? Let me convert that for you. 9,800. I know it's a hefty price. Let me see. 9,800. That is 150 US dollars. That's 150 US dollars. And it goes all the way up to 1,000, which we will not be reaching, but it's better to have the extra things for safety just in case we run out, I guess. I don't expect to run out. I don't expect anything. But I like to overestimate on purpose just in case. I like the feeling of safety there. OMG, I know it's a lot. I know. Low-key. I'm going to call you low-key because it's just safer. Welcome back. I'm honestly not sure how to track top donors in that app. Okay, so the way I'm going to do it, I'm tracking it all in a Google Sheet. I have everything set up in a Google Sheet. Every time someone donates, it gets added to your name on my Google Sheet. And all of it gets, added up through one of the, equation things that you input. Google Sheets, FTW, yes. That is really going to be our savior, and if I end up not being able to do this, we just, die, I guess. I will be there next week. I will also be there next week because it is kind of my job. But if you're going to be there, I super look forward to it. I look forward to seeing you. Sometimes there are a lot of gifts. You're right, there are. But also, I don't expect anything. I'd feel weird if I, do expect something. I'm not obligated to anybody's money, and I feel weird, begging for it and asking for it and expecting that. Crimson, welcome in. How are you? It's my job to see you. It's your job to see me? You're dedicated, Karma. Wow, thank you. How many coins do you need to afford a 3DO microphone? How much do those go for right now? How much do those go for? Okay. 3DO mic. $399. Okay, so $399 is how many coins? $3.99. That is 26,000 coins. That is 26,000 coins, which is quite a lot. A lot? Yeah, that's a lot. I'm here to support the lamb in her cult spreading. Well, maybe we will be a cult. Maybe, according to what we said earlier. I thought it would be more expensive, actually. I thought so as well. Crimson, thanks for liking. Thank you. Continuing on reading these super expensive goals that I don't expect to reach. At 16,330, I will put aside anything in my real life. If I for whatever reason have a dentist appointment or doctor's appointment, which I won't plan for that day, I will put it aside. If I have a funeral to attend, I will put it aside. I will make the time, and I will go back to my roots. I will stream for 5.5 hours. That is at $250, I believe, which is half of 500. And if I get to 500, then I do 5 of those. And if I reach any goal, I really hope I can do that, because I really want an excuse to stream really long, because I really like streaming for a long time, and 2 hours honestly isn't enough, but at the same time, I don't exactly have a lot of time right now. But I will make up an excuse so I have enough time to stream for 5.5 hours if we reach that goal. Concerned emoji. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the likes. Thank you. You heard the chat. We need to reach the 1 goal. If I were to choose any of these to reach, it would be stream for 5.5 hours. I really miss streaming for a long time. Crimson, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Burger, thank you. Delicious. I love the burgers. Thank you. 24 hours stream goal. I don't think I will be able to stream for 24 hours ever. But if I ever get the chance, I would greatly enjoy the experience. I like streaming for long times. I think the longest I've ever streamed was for a few hours over 48 hours. I don't exactly have the means to stream that long as of right now, though. Thank you so much, Half Painted Room. I really appreciate the gift. Thank you. It means a lot to me. I mean it. But the next goal at 19,600 is we plan a game to play with the community. Preferably one that allows a lot of players at the same time. I know there's a few games like that, but I want you to feel involved. Let me catch up with Twitch chat. It's hard keeping up with everything because I have my Canva in a separate tab for reasons I can't exactly know as of right now, because the thing I'm setting up for the secret that I won't talk about is too complicated. Okay. Sela's tracking whales to decide how to divide her attention most profitably. I don't care about profit. I just want to do my best. That's what I want. I think that's the best mindset to have. Whatever good thing happens, but no need to set up expectations. Exactly. If I expect a certain amount, one, it feels weird because, I feel like I would come off as someone who's, entitled, in the negative way. I don't want to be like that. It feels gross. And if you expect something and you don't reach it, you're only setting yourself up for disappointment anyways. So there's 2 negatives there right off the bat. It's just not exactly something that I feel super pleasant about. I try not to have super big expectations about anything, really. I usually set myself up to think about super low negative outcomes. So that way when I exceed them, I feel happy. That's how I usually go about things. So far, the only issue I see, how to decide which cover tweet to choose among many subscribers, poll, lottery, top donors. I was thinking poll. Paul, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to say Paul, because Paul's the name of a person. Paul could help us. If we do that, though, my biggest concern, which will be easy to overcome, I'm sure somebody knows a better method, but holding the Paul through Twitter, they don't give us a lot of options. So if anybody knows a better polling website, do let me know, because that will make it a lot easier in the end, later when we actually need it. Let's just have Paul choose. Yeah. If anybody here is named Paul, you actually get to choose my next cover free of charge. I will need to see your ID, though, and while you're at it, why not throw in your credit card details? Pizza, thank you. Delicious. I don't like pizza, but I changed my mind, actually. The pizza you guys give me is good. Okay. That goal is not for us, but herself. She wants to stream. We are just blessed to behold it. I want an excuse to be able to like force out of the way the stuff I have going on in my real life to stream longer. Poll.me is pretty good. Okay, let me pull that up and bookmark it for later. Poll.me. What is this? Okay, poll. Where is it? Where did it go? Okay, POAL.me. Okay, I'm bookmarking this. I'm saving it for later. Bookmark bar. I'll put it in this folder that I have specifically for work. There we go. Thank you so much for helping me there. Jor Bizzle, welcome in. It's great having you back. Before we are working on setting up like donation goals for the event that is happening next week. If you have any questions or concerns in regards to that, I'll do my best to explain that to you, since you showed up a little late, which is okay. You never have to be here on time. There's no such thing as on time. Being here is optional in the first place. Graves, welcome in. It's great having you here. How have you been? Thank you for stopping by. Welcome. Lily, welcome in. How are you? It's great having you back. Let me catch up with Twitch chat real quick. Okay, I am caught up. Perfect. Okay, so at 19,600 coins, we will set up a game with the community. At 22,860, I don't have anything there. I did not know what to put there. And this is where I start like running out of like ideas that could actually like function. Hi, how are you, Graves? Welcome, welcome. Wizard arrives precisely when he means to. Indeed, indeed. Okay, but bringing it back to ASMR, I know some of you guys enjoy that kind of stuff, and I would be willing to do it. So for this, 26,130 coins, you guys get to pick an ASMR script. One that is already pre-existing. I can't afford to pay someone to write a brand new original one. My only terms, it cannot be NSFW. It has to not be NSFW. But you guys get to pick and decide an ASMR script. And there, again, there is the concern, like, how do we get you guys to agree on one thing? Again, I'm still thinking, like, we talk it out and, like, have it go through a poll or something. I'm curious, what made you choose to stream on AniLive over Twitch or a similar site? Let me think about my answer, because I'm not exactly sure what I can and can't say. Plus, it is a lot of very important words, and I'm not very good at communication. They forced her? No, they did not. They came to me twice. I was scouted twice. They wanted me. So they scouted me. They presented me with a good idea, and it seemed to put me in a position that was better in a position that was the one that I was in before. And so I decided to sign their contract. That is how I decided to stream on AniLive. And it's not like I'm limited here. I'm only exclusive here for a month. Like, I will be able to branch out later, thankfully. They forced her? No, they did not. ASMR getting third-degree burns while baking cookies. We can do that, sure. I thought they meant right now, lol. Oh, like, immediately? Like, oh, yeah, I'm streaming immediately right now because that's the time I decided to stream on my schedule. A poll, how about our good friend Google Forms? Google Forms. Google Forms. Google Forms. Fitting enough, I guess. What's your preference for ASMR? But personally, I don't think anyone would mind a sleep lullaby-related stream since you're a sleepy sheep anyways, yeah. For ASMR, my only, like, thing that will bar you is I don't want it to be NSFW. Sam, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. Welcome, welcome. We're trying to discuss future goals for an event that's coming up soon on AniLive. Lullaby ASMR sounds nice, but would Lullaby not require me to sing? My heart's not ready for that. My heart's not ready. I haven't been able to sing in so long because where I live right now doesn't let me. I feel like that would not be pleasant. Where's my other tab? Okay. Thank you so much for Crimson for the burger. Thank you. Delicious. That was the most delicious burger yet. They only get more tasty the more that you give them to me. Okay, so that's like the middle mark. our initial like goal is this top 1 here at 12. Anything past this is like stretch, I guess. I don't expect to reach any of these, and I especially don't expect to reach like part 2 of this. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Half Painted Room. I really appreciate the support. This will all go towards things that will help me keep on living, plus also things that will help better the stream. So I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, but at slot 12, 26,130 coins, that directly translates to, how much is that? 26,130 coins. I think that's 450, but we'll see. And okay, wait, how much? I lost the number again. Burger, thank you. Delicious. The event hasn't started yet, guys. Yeah, the event has not started. And, yeah, do what you want. Do you want. It's not about furthering the event. It's about what makes you happy. And if you're happy giving gifts right now, then go on ahead. I appreciate it. Okay, 26,130. 26,130. 26,130 is $400, not $450. $400. Okay. Which isn't super extremely unrealistic or anything. It gets more unrealistic, like even more unrealistic, I guess, past this point. Crimson, thank you for the gift. I really appreciate that. Thank you. All of these are like so expensive today. It's okay. I don't really need like a lot of gifts. It's okay. I say that, but like also I'm so conflicted because I'm trying my best next week in the event because I just want to see, but also like it's so weird that it conflicts because I don't need your gifts. I don't want you guys to do anything you don't want to do. As long as you're still happy, I guess. I'd enjoy 2 hours of those Esila thinking noises. 2 hours of me thinking? Now that's unrealistic. I never think. I mean, like, I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the feedback. We'll see. Will you post some of these goals, like ASMR, etc. on YouTube? Yes. Yes, I will. They will be saved so they can be accessed later. You paid for them. I want them to be available as readily as possible. If you on a random like Thursday night are bored and you're like, man, remember the time that Esila did blank because I paid her $4 billion? I want to see that again. I want you to be able to go back to that. I don't want it to be lost to time eternally and have your money still be worth nothing in the end. I want them to still exist afterwards. 2 hours of silently staring at the wall. I don't want you guys to have to pay for nothing. I don't think you guys would enjoy that. Seal thinking noises are the best. I'm glad you guys like them. I got the coins for downloading AniLive. I'm gonna use the coins for downloading AniLive. That's a good plan. I really appreciate that you decide to use them for me. I genuinely really appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so beyond that, we start our second page, because I have them on, like, different visuals. What are they called? Graphics. I call them graphics, yes. So, at our 450, which is 29,400, I don't have anything. I didn't know what to put there. But at what is supposed to be $500, the equivalent in coins would be 32,660 coins. I can do 5.5 hour streams. And I thought it was fitting because it's for like $500, right? And this is just another excuse to like reasonably enough make time to stream a lot more. So at 32,660 for 5 different streams, I will stream for 5.5 hours, just like I used to, which I really miss. Shauna, welcome back. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome. How have you been? Yeah, same. I just got the app and decided to use them on you because I really like the design. Thank you. If you like my design, you should check out LESHU_310 on Twitter. That is the person who made it for me. They're really skilled. If you're also enjoying my design, the person who I just mentioned also designed someone else in Nexas. They designed Nox, who's also pretty neat, so you should check them out if you're interested. At 35,930, I don't have anything planned. I didn't know what to put there. Thank you so much for typing that out for me. I really appreciate that. I struggle with the pronunciation unless I look at the Japanese, which I don't remember how it's spelled off the top of my head. So I appreciate that you wrote that out for them. since I, for whatever reason, am not allowed to type in my own chat. Okay, I'm all caught up there on Twitch. Thank you. Okay. We don't have anything set for $550, but we do have something set for $600. The equivalent in coins is 39,200 coins. For that amount, I will do a bath stream. I will take you guys to the bath with me. I will do that. I will be sure to get myself bubbles, and I will get clean. Looking emojis, yes. Now we get... I only feel safe putting this up so high because it's unrealistic. I don't think I'm gonna get $600. If you want a bath stream, I guess $600 is the price. I don't expect you to give me that money though. I'd feel bad if you did. Unrealistic? Yeah, unrealistic. Unrealistic. You are scaring me though. You're making me feel like I should have put that at $1,000 instead. You are frightening me a little. Time to go in debt. No, please do not go into debt over giving me money. Pretty please. Yo, yeah, buy a looking emote scandalous. Not really, because you can't see anything because I'm a VTuber. That's the only reason it's safe, because you can't see anything. I get to just talk to you while I clean myself. It's multitasking. Followed my mama. Thank you, Crimson. I really appreciate that. You underestimate us? Like I said earlier, I don't set myself up to have high expectations on purpose. You do not know what powers you've unleashed. Now you really are frightening me. Oh no. It won't be scandalous. It'll be friendly. Yeah, it's friendly. It's a friendly bath stream, not a weird bath stream. So the day to spend my wealth has finally arrived. No, please. Be reasonable. Be reasonable with your gifts. I want you to have enough money to survive, please. Don't worry, Esila. We totally won't reach that goal. Thank you, Potato Dragon. I appreciate the comfort. Definitely won't get there, long ellipsis. We'll see. I don't think we will. It's sarcasm. I don't understand sarcasm, especially in text. But I don't think we'll get there. I don't think we'll get there. I think at our highest we'll get to like $300. Time to cancel my plans for the next few years so I can buy gifts. No, I think you should prioritize yourself. I think that's what you should do. I think you should do that. For $650, I don't have anything planned. Same thing goes for $700 and $750. But for $800, which is 52,260 coins, through poll again, community decides the prompt for my very first art commission. And that's like besides reference sheet, because my biggest priority when it comes to commissioning art is first getting the reference sheet so it makes like further commissions easier, since I don't have a reference sheet. I just have the PNG. So I want to get that first. But after that, when it actually comes to actual artwork, since the price is so high, I will have money to spare, so I will be able to afford at least a commission, correct? So I will let you guys decide the prompt. You guys get to pick that. Time to cancel my plans. No, it's okay. Ooh, sounds fun. Yeah, you guys get to see. You guys get to decide what you guys want to see. Survive is good enough. I don't want you guys to just survive. I want you guys to thrive. I want you guys to have plenty of excess dollars to use to make you happy. And I guess, like, if you giving me that extra money makes you happy, go on ahead. But, like, I encourage you to find something else that will make you happy. I feel bad taking your money still. Gifts to Esila are gifts to us. I guess if you think about it that way, if you put it that way, yeah. If it makes you happy, still, I'm happy for you. People can survive on rice and water. True. True. That is a fact. But also, I don't want you guys to live off of the bare minimum. I want you guys to be able to much more than survive. It's okay, I have food for the next few days. I'll live. For the next few days, I want you to have at least like a month backup. I want you to be safe. But seeing other people happy makes me happy. But me seeing you happy makes me happy. And if there's a different way that makes you happy, I'd be happy if you did that. Oh, please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. AniLive, please don't crash. I'm begging, please don't crash. Okay, we're safe. Oh, we survived. Okay, we're okay. People can survive on rice and water, true. We're still here, thank goodness. Thank goodness. We're so back. Yeah, the app didn't crash, I'm so happy. I begged it and it worked. Okay, but at $800, since it's now like a pretty not a pretty sizable amount, it's an incredibly impressive amount, actually. We will have spare dollars from that, so I will be able to start commissions and all of that. You guys get to pick what the actual prompt is for the very first one. 850, 900, and 950 do not have anything set. 995 will round up to 1,000, which is 65,300 points. You guys get to pick my new outfit. I will not have enough money to afford a new model. I will not have enough money to afford the rigging for said model, even if I did. But I will have enough money to hire someone's services to design a new outfit for me. And so when the time comes where I can afford a new outfit, and I can afford the rigging for that artwork, you guys will have chosen that outfit. So you guys get to choose that. That's a 1,000. We live these. We're still here. I'm glad that you live. Welcome back. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad that you decided to choose me over anyone else. We've been talking about this for an hour and we've not watched a single episode of Freerun. Oh, this is so sad. But I'm so happy planning. Planning is so fun. Even if this goes nowhere and this is like an incredible failure, it's still really fun to plan. Happiness feedback loop was too much for AniLive. I guess so. We got too happy. We killed it. All right, Freerun. Yeah, we forgot. I bet there's someone out there watching this who's super angry that I'm not watching Freerun right now. And I bet that they hate me because I never stick to my plans because I get so easily distracted. But that's okay. To you who is out there, I'm genuinely so sorry. Maybe one day when I see a doctor, they'll give me, they'll lead me to like a psychologist or something, and they'll like train me to be more focused and all of that. Maybe. we'll upgrade my brain. Distractions are incredibly important to Esila streams. I don't know if they're important or more like a detriment. I'm not sure. I love Freerun, but we all know everyone here is just here for Esila. If that's true, that's really sweet. You guys are really nice. I really love you guys. Let that be a lesson. Everyone should screenshot the viewer list right after donating. Not wait until the streams end for if a stream crashes early. All the donations made on it won't be easy to tally. Exactly. So first, like, we have all these donation goals, right? Secondly, we're going to need to do something to like incentivize some sort of like donation, correct? Just receiving the gifts for nothing is incorrect. That is wrong. So I want it to be worth something. But we need to do simple enough activities so that I can keep my Google Sheet updated like as soon and like as early as possible. Ideally, like as soon as somebody donates. I need to be on top of it because if anything happens, like our entire tracking is like completely off. So I need to not be like completely distracted. So it needs to be easy enough. The $1,000 goal is going to a doctor. Let's go. Living in America, it's probably going to be maybe like 4 times that, which I don't think we'll receive. Doctor visit goal, lol. I wish. Honestly, maybe one day. Germs, welcome in. Hi, nice meeting you. How have you been? Thanks for stopping by. I feel like the Zatsu formula for AniLive kind of lends itself to sidetrack conversations. Yeah. Yeah. It's majority my fault due to my, like, attention span and, like, what I lack there. But it doesn't help that this platform is mainly for talking. Ra, Esila, Saffron! Hi, Saffron, how are you? Does the app have a way to tracking the donations? If you click up on the top, you can see exactly how much each person has donated, but to be more like in detail and like more easily keep up with every single thing in total, not just per stream, I do have a Google Sheet set up. That will be what keeps us alive through all of this. The Google Sheet, if we don't have the Google Sheet, we have nothing. We fail. So it's very important that we keep track of the Google Sheet and every single donation that we receive, and we're on that as soon as possible. Nate, welcome back. How are you? Thanks for liking. I mind the walls. You mind the walls? Mind the walls? I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce your name, but I'm happy that you're here. Welcome. Think you have painted room for? I really appreciate the gift. Thank you. Thank you so much. I guess you can always rewatch the VOD, but it sounds tedious. Yeah, you can rewatch the VOD. One, I don't have a lot of time to be watching VODs at the moment. And two, it'll just be easier in the long run if I just stay on top of it, which shouldn't be too hard, in theory at least. In theory. I like to track any missing gifts. I thought you were saying you like tracking gifts. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I was going to track them, though. I don't want you guys to do the job for me. I feel bad. You giving me money and also doing my job? No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, I assume the Freerun Watchalong isn't gonna actually be in stream and just commentary as we watch it on another site. Yes, I have 9 anime open in like another tab. I'm going to have it muted so you can't hear anything, because if I had to play sounds through speakers and like the audio quality would be like god awful, I feel like I would want to like end my life. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that. We're going to do it silently. And we will all play the volume ourselves in our own headphones. Except I will not be hearing anything because I'm using my headphones as a microphone on my phone. So the only way I will be able to understand what is happening is if I read the subtitles. I'm going in with no sound. Saffron, welcome in. How are you? Thanks for liking. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for the gift. Thank you. Nate, welcome back. How are you? Thank you so much, Saffron. I really appreciate it. I'll just hang out. I'm not going to watch along. Gotcha. No need to participate. No matter what we're doing, what matters most to me is your guys' presence. I want you guys to, like, hang out with me. That's the most important part. I want to hang out with you guys. Oh, man, Kenzo late, lol. Uh-oh. Hope he's okay. Atlas, welcome back. How are you? How have you been? Thanks for stopping by. Nexas. Okay, I need to catch up. I feel like I'm missing something. Because they aren't allowed to stream elsewhere, but not everyone has access to AniLive. Yes. Nexas has acknowledged and approved restreamers due to limited app accessibility. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that. Thank you, Nexus, for allowing restreamers, and thank you, restreamers, for all that you do for us. Honestly, you should get paid. Nexus should pay you guys. Not Nexus, AniLive should pay you guys. AniLive is the one in charge of that. That makes sense. Will there a Discord? Me a Discord? Will I make a Discord? No. Will I be joining any Discords? I know there was like one Nexus fan Discord. I don't know how that's going. That sounds really risky and dangerous, and since it's my job as a quote-unquote professional, staying as professional as possible, I don't think I'm going to involve myself in anything that sounds that risky. No thank you. Discord also revolves like mainly around like interaction anyways. Not exactly my cup of tea. and I'm kind of shy. I'm not big into that stuff anyways, even if I was kind of interested, I guess. Atlas, welcome back. How are you? Very professional sheep, extremely wise. Yeah, and I don't think I want to see what's going to be happening in a Discord. No thank you. So, Freerun didn't happen yet? If so, I didn't miss it. Nice. Yeah, you didn't miss anything. We're planning next week's, like, event stuff. How many episodes are you watching? I hope it's 3. I don't know if we'll have enough time for 3 at this point. Extremely wise. I am in the walls. In my walls? They're pretty thin. Are you sure you fit in there? Welcome in. How are you? Nice meeting you. Have you been 9 anime? Yeah, I use 9 anime. Fine. I'll stay, I'll stay para. Huh? The wisest of sheep. I mean, I do my best to make decisions that aren't terrible. And this one feels like a pretty safe one, so. Crying emoji? What's wrong, Nate? Is it, some people use that as like a laughing emoji, and some people just use it as a crying emoji, and I genuinely can't tell if you're laughing or crying. I can't tell. Yeah, Discords only make sense if the VTuber creates it themselves. Yes, exactly. It'd feel really odd if I joined it myself. Okay. Okay. Before we continue onward, okay. Not every single slot is filled up, but that is like the base thing that I created off of reference of other people's similar events. and what could possibly work for our situation on AniLive. Is there anything that you want to see in particular? Well, what's most important is that I please you. It's my job to entertain you. It's my job to keep you happy, and I would be happy if you were happy too. I want you guys to be satisfied. So what would you guys want? If there's anything I did not list, if there's anything I've not thought about, or if you're fond of one of the things I already did list, please do let me know. I want your guys' feedback. What matters most to me is that you guys are happy. You already make everyone happy, Esila? Well, I want to make everyone happier. I want to make everyone happier, as happy as possible. I will take suggestions with an open mind. As long as they're reasonable, at least. As long as they're reasonable. I also thought about the possibility of like a laying in bed stream. And like that has always been a problem to me because like I want to see the restream chat, but I did come up with a solution because there was also the idea of a bath stream, correct? I would not be able to see Twitch chat if I'm in the bathroom because I'm not going to bring my computer to the bathroom. I'm not that dedicated, unfortunately. I can find a family member's functioning laptop. I can do that, and I can bring that with me. How good are you with horror games? I like the idea of horror games. I think that they're really cool. And even if they don't scare me at all, for some reason, I still act like scared when I'm playing horror games, even if I don't feel scared. Like, okay. My favorite horror game is White Day. It's not perfect. It has its flaws, as everything does, but my favorite horror game is White Day. If I think about the concept of White Day, and I think about all that happens in White Day, that's not scary. That's not very scary at all. But while I'm playing, I, for some reason, like, act like I'm scared. Like, in my mind, I don't feel scared, but, like, my actions, like, don't align with, like, my mindset, and, like, I appear scared anyways. Like, I don't feel scared, but I act opposite of that. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't feel like I'm describing it very well. So, but like, in short terms, in simple words, no, I'm not very good with horror games, even if I don't find them to be actually scary. The greet every viewer with hi, welcome to the Cult of the Lamb for this stream thing I said earlier, we can do that. We can do that easy. Thank you for bringing that back up. Our most recent available slot is $22,860, which is $350? Okay. Cult greeting, easy. Cult greeting, and we've completed our first graphic. Well, not completed, but set up goals for it at least. Sheep shearing stream. Does that entail me becoming naked though? That's weird, but also like, I suggested bath stream, which is really contradictory. It doesn't take long for me to take off my clothes. The stream would be like 3 seconds long. Unless you're wanting me to like become bald. I can set it up so that like for a period of time my live 2D model is bald, but it won't appear so on AniLive. It would have to be like YouTube streams where my model is bald instead. Make it a cult RP stream with the ominous sounds and everything. They will have to play through my speakers, but I can do that. I can do that. Just get some buzz cutters? True. Playing a horror game viewers choose, I mean? Yeah, we can play a horror game that you guys choose. We'll make that the next cheapest goal, since that's relatively easy. Audience picks horror game. There we go. There's another one. Audience picks horror game. Sounds like a common and pretty good goal. Ray Vellum, welcome in. Hi, how are you? I don't think I've seen you around before. How have you been? Thanks for stopping by. For one, if the high ones to say, hi, I'm Esila Shephield for an entire week. Like lamb crying. You want me to cry for a week? Oh my goodness. And I feel like I shouldn't have, like, set multiple, like, conflicting set greeting ones, I feel like we should keep it only at the cult one, because they will conflict. So if I have to greet people for a certain amount of time, like, in a certain way, they will overlap and it will be inconsistent, and that will mess me up. What about a Q&A goal? Yeah, we can do a Q&A. Easy. I love answering questions. That's because it's super easy and I don't really have to use my brain. Except I do sometimes. Q&A is super easy. I'll put it the next cheapest one. I will catch up with you guys on Twitch in a minute. I'm sorry. I really apologize. Okay. Q&A. Easy. Q&A. Oh, I like the letter idea in the chat. I want to see Esila's handwriting. Oh boy, are you in for a treat seeing my handwriting. Okay, one milestone I saw somewhere else before was to write a thank you letter to the fans for their support. Personally, I would put it for a milestone that would be humble to reach. Okay, so I've thought about writing handwritten letters and bringing us back to earlier when one of us mentioned there being like top donator goals, like top 3, top 5, whatever. I thought about doing that in regards to top donators. So like if you're top 5, 3, 10, 1, whatever, then you would get a handwritten letter. I thought about that. And I feel like it makes sense for like top ones. So you get your individual letter. I would not be opposed to that. Honestly, I would enjoy that. I'm not a big fan of writing, but like even if I don't like writing, and even if I am not very good at expressing myself, being able to make the handwritten letters, that would allow me to at least do my best to express, like, how thankful I am and how, like, grateful I am and all of that. So I think I would really like that. What about Esila's favorite YouTube video stream? I know my favorite YouTube video off of the top of my head, and I don't know if I'd be able to watch it because it contains music. Would we just watch videos that I like? Would we just browse YouTube? Would we do that? That would be fun. I don't know how rewarding it is for you guys, though. Looking emoji. Still rooting for the credit card reveal, not gonna lie. I don't think I'll be able to do that. I'm sorry. Looking emoji, thinking emoji. She can take a photo and send them to us over Twitter. Yeah, exactly. If I was a little more high-tech and had a few more tools, I could, like, scan it with a printer or something, or, like, a document scanner, but I don't have that. So I will have to make do with my phone camera. I'm talking about the letters. No, I gotcha. Thank you for clarification. A single Spotify playlist reveal? I have one playlist, and it's so that I can tune the algorithm to be what I want it to be. And it's all the music in it's embarrassing. Like, I'm embarrassed of my music taste, which I guess makes it, like, a good, rewarding goal for you guys, because people like embarrassing the streamers they like. So that's a good one. But I think the only playlist I have is, like, 20-something songs. So that it is not lacking, I can also reveal my likes. So I can do that as well. I'll be more open about that. Make a playlist and post it on Twitter, then we can watch it together when the stream starts. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay. That'll be our next cheapest one. It's pretty easy. Okay. Okay, maybe Spotify reveal first, and then YouTube playlist thing next. So I feel like Spotify is easier to reveal than watching a playlist of videos together. Okay, so Spotify reveal, and then YouTube playlist watch along. I don't know how rewarding this is for you guys, but as long as you're happy. Since you're giving me this input, I'm assuming that it works for you guys, but I feel like I should be giving you bigger things. I like how you read only the emoji part of the message. Well, wait, was there other text? Oh, a US only then? Us only then? Okay, I thought that the text was your name. I'm sorry. Can I have clarification on that though? Because I'm not exactly sure what that means. Oh, boxing gloves, punching ASMR. What would I punch though? Aren't boxing gloves also, like, super sturdy and, like, dangerous to punch things with? Like, that'll actually harm my environment. That will actually, like, cause harm to things that I punch. I think it's fine if you want to send the letters with envelopes and stamps. I want to do that, but, like, I haven't sent letters in a long time, and I don't want to, like, I don't know exactly how safe it is because I don't want to reveal where I live. I'm pretty sure you can send letters anonymously. I just haven't checked my work on that, so I'm not sure. But I'm not in the USA. Oh yeah, that'd be really difficult. I neglected to think that not everyone is from the United States, especially considering the times where I stream, there's a lot of people in Europe. Yeah, sure. I was talking about sending letters since international delivery can be expensive. Oh, yeah, gotcha. Thank you so much for catching me up there. I really appreciate that. I had no clue what that meant. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I think you can send letters without a return address. True, but also we just came up with the roadblock that is some people aren't in America, which makes it a little harder. And also, you'd have to give me your address? Don't do that. I just thought about that. Yeah, I don't want to know where you guys live. Don't give me your address. Don't give me any of your personal information, actually. I trust you. I'm not saying it in the way where, like, you should, like, not trust me. But don't trust me so much that you, like, want to provide your personal information. Don't give me your real life name. Don't give me your, like, where you live. None of that. Keep yourself safe, please. Do you need my credit card information? No, I do not. I appreciate the offer, though. It's, okay. Fine with you visiting me. You shouldn't be fine with that. You should be wary of me. What if I, like, have a knife? You should be more cautious. I'm not saying that I would stab you, because I never would. But you need to be careful. As much as I want to be your friend, and as much as we're trying to be friends, we're still just strangers online, unfortunately. So I have my SSN and bank info available if you need it. It's okay, I don't need it. I have my own. What if she is a wolf in sheep's clothing? It's just like the song by Set It Off. I have no further comment. And I'm pretty sure I'm just sheep, and that's it. I will give Esila my social security number. It's okay, I have my own. No thank you. A lot of boxing gloves are fairly cushioning, like firm pillows. Gotcha. Maybe it's just like really old ones that are like more dangerous. Because I thought I've heard a lot about like boxing gloves like actually doing like really big amounts of like harm. Like even when you're like punching like people. Like, because when you're boxing, you're punching people, right? Unless you're punching like the boxing, what's it called? The punch thing that hangs. What's it called? I forgot. But like when you're actually boxing, you're like killing real people. Not killing them. You're like hurting real people, right? It causes actual harm. Doxing with Esila. I don't want to know your guys' personal information. What if I DM Esila my credit card number and code? I on very rare occasions answer DMs. I tend to not look at them. I have DMs that I have not looked at all, and I don't plan on answering. If you are one of those people, I'm sorry. Talking to people in private scares me a lot. No, thank you. But if you DM me your personal information, I will delete the DM. I will not look at it. It's not the gloves doing the damage, it's the boxer. I guess that makes sense because you're the one, like, exerting force, right? The speed bag, punching bag. Yeah, the punching bag, that's what it's called. Punching bag is the big one, speed bag is the small one. Gotcha. People can hit harder with gloves on because their hands are more protected. Gotcha. Do you need to know my mom's maiden name too? No, I don't need to know any of that. Punching bag, that's what I meant. Thank you. They do if you punch them in the head. Ah, yes, the Set It Off song that I in no way have completely memorized because I listened to it a million times in middle school. I'm in this same situation. There was a time, I think a few years back, where I was in the car with someone and they were playing music and they played Wolf in Sheep's Clothing by Set It Off, and I had not heard that song in like at least 10 years, and like, do you guys do the thing where like you sing the songs in your head as you're listening to them? Because I do that. The entire time, I sang the whole song in my head, and I didn't forget the lyrics still, after 10 years. Oh man, I'm really needing to catch up on these. Do you guys have an actual office or something? Maybe Harry Nexas can send them. I don't think we do. I think Harry works like from his house or something. I don't know. I don't think we do. Although I trust you more than Harry. I mean, that would make sense. He didn't exactly give super good like first impressions to the general public. That would make sense. I can understand that. But Esila, I've already added you as my emergency contact. What if something happens to me and I need you to save me? Well, I would do my best to save you, but also, you shouldn't put that much, like, trust and faith in me. We all need to be careful online. The Nightcore phase hit hard in middle school. I personally was never a big Nightcore person. I like listening to the songs, like, as is. But I can understand the appeal, I guess. It just never was for me. So what's the goal to get you to socialize / ask for collabs with fellow Sheeptubers? Maybe a few $1,000s so I can see a professional that can help soothe my nervousness when it comes to interacting with people that I don't know. Especially in front of audiences and like in public spaces where I can be like perceived. Maybe a few multiple $1,000s so I can afford the professional development in that aspect. They're not people, silly. They're fellow sheep. Well, true, but still. Even if they're also a sheep, that's still scary. Social anxiety is real. It's some scary stuff. Okay, new goal, everyone. No, I don't expect us to reach even, like, $500. I don't expect us to reach, like, 400 even. Like, I'm expecting maximum on the high end, if we, like, get really lucky, 300 max. Nothing higher. And again, that's on the high end if we get really lucky. Like, if I'm expecting anything, I'd say, like, that is it. And I would be super grateful for that. Like, that's more than I could ever, like, dream of, honestly. I've got the reward for the highest goal. A Harry collab. A Harry collab? What would we do with Harry, though? Is it okay if the other sheep has fewer viewers than you? Well, it's not the viewers that, like, matter, right? It's not really the viewers that matter. Even if it does contribute to, like, the number, I tend to not look at my own numbers when I stream, and I don't look at other people's numbers while, like, they stream either. So that's, like, not something that's in my head. It's just being in a public space and doing something publicly with someone else who I don't even know still. Like, preferably, if I were to collab with anyone, I would like to get to know them in private first. But if I can't do that, it'll be even more scary. It'll be scary no matter, like, how I approach it. But it'd be less scary if I were to, like, actually know them, or at least get to know them beforehand, like, privately. I feel like we would reach all easily if there was an Android version. We'd certainly make more progress if there was an Android version, because naturally our audience would be expanded. But unfortunately, that is not the case. One day there will be Android, though, and I am super happy at the thought that that will one day happen. Maybe next week, haha. Maybe next week. Maybe. Hopefully. Do it. Set a $1,500 goal. Nothing's gonna happen, right? Okay, for which one exactly? Because we've been talking about a few ideas. It's all about the sheepy heads. You're right, it is all about you guys. I would do anything for you guys. To a decent extent, at least. There are some things that I will bar out of the way that we will not ever reach. Never. That I will have off limits. But for the most part, I would do, like, anything for you guys. Okay, alright, you're in a company. Can you ask your manager to get in contact other VTuber managers and organize collabs for you? I'm pretty sure, in terms of collabs, there is a way we go about it, but we, for the most part, set them up ourselves. I'm pretty sure we have to get them approved still, but we still set them up ourselves. Katori, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're not exactly doing what we planned to do, but we're all really caught up in our current idea. Okay, what slots do we have not taken? Let's see. So $750, $850, $900, and $950 are all blank. Half Painted Room, thank you so much. How much have you gifted today? Goodness gracious. 1,533 is a lot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. IDK, an amount. Don't worry, I just checked. Don't worry. But we have 4 more slots open for, like, goals to reach. And we still need to come up with, like, workable ideas for... sorry, I kicked the bin that you guys live in under my desk, apparently. So we have 4 slots. Besides that, we need to figure out activities to do next week that won't take up too much attention because I need to be on top of donations if we're going to take this seriously, which I want to do my best to do. 'Cause I don't think I've been a part of like a big streaming event like this that has like rewards and all of that. I want to do my best. I want to see how much my effort is worth if I do my best. Ouch, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I was adjusting my feet. If we can't fill everything, you should post the unfinished goals list and see there are any more ideas on Twitter. True. We should do that. That is a good idea. I'm going to screenshot that for later. Well, let's go rob other streamers' goals list. That's what I did. I referenced what like other people do in similar situations. Like all my like earlier cheaper goals, like they're all the like common ones, like you guys write my tweets, you guys make me eat something spicy, like that kind of stuff. So we have all the super common ones. I'm pretty much just doing what everyone else does. But like, if it works, why not? Why change it, right? I only really want to change it so that it's to your guys' taste. I want you guys to be happy with it. I want you guys to have a good time. The best part, one, the best part, and two, the most important part is like what you guys think and what you guys like think about everything and how happy you guys are. Yeah, we still have what, like 4 days? Yeah, we have a while. I think it was 5 because it starts on the 21st. So we have, excluding today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. 5 days until it starts. Okay. I know that, did I put down playlist? Okay, yeah, YouTube playlist Watchalong. So I'll have to, I have to expose. I know exactly what my favorite video is, and it's so embarrassing. Like, I hope we don't reach that goal, honestly. Like, I'm less scared reaching the bath stream goal than I am reaching that, because I know my favorite video is super embarrassing. And it's more embarrassing that I, like, genuinely really like the video instead of liking it because it's, like, kind of silly. Aww. Oh, my upper back kind of hurts. How much is the favorite video goal, then? The favorite video goal, it feels... Hold on. I accidentally messed up the format a little. Okay. It is, let me just move the text, it's kind of in the way. 45,730, which is $700, which is way too expensive for what it is. But you guys suggested it, and I'm looking for your guys' opinions, whatever makes you happy. I feel like $700 is worth a lot more than that, but I guess, so like I said earlier, people like embarrassing the streamers they like, I guess. I guess that's worth something. Is it more embarrassing than one of those child sensory videos with the dancing fruits? I guess it really depends on perception. It's nothing like that, I guess. I'd say that it's less embarrassing than genuinely liking that. And there's nothing wrong with genuinely liking that. I've put that on, like, in the background as, like, I don't know, just something being there so it's not pitch black, nothing on screen while I do something else off screen, but I also need to keep my computer on for whatever reasons it may be at the time. Like, I've put those on for whatever reasons a few times, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I guess it's not as embarrassing as that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just embarrassed because it's my taste, and I know that all of the stuff that I like, it's not that I know all the stuff I like is bad, it's that I'm, like, super insecure about all the stuff that I like, and I know that other people would, like, make fun of me because everyone else's taste is better than mine. How much is favorite video goal again? I'm pretty sure that was $700. A Cocomelon watch-along goal? I don't think anyone would enjoy that. I'm trying to not have my audience be all the, like, incoming flow of TikTok kids. Maybe not. I'm sure everyone will get why you like it. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. I completely relate to that. Okay. I'm sorry that you have to experience such feelings, but I'm glad that I'm not alone. Okay. How many goals do we have left? Yeah, we have 4. We have 4. So the 750, 850, 900, and 950. I have thankfully never had to watch a Cocomelon video. I don't think I have seen any Cocomelon videos. I'm in the same boat, luckily. I'm also lucky about that. I was about to read the same message. Okay. I heard the new kids were pretty nasty to some streamers. All while we still don't have proper moderation tools? Unfortunate. I guess I'm really lucky. For the most part, everyone's been like really nice and respectful. Shame. I pray that we have more than Google Forms soon. Same. Glad I haven't had to watch it either. But yeah, considering my audience and considering at least the people who've spoken out about it and like their thoughts on Cocomelon, probably not an ideal goal to have Cocomelon Watchalong stream. Yuko, thanks for liking. Welcome back. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. I forgot how much was a burger goal. Okay, so that is a completely separate goal where if I get 10 total burgers for a night on stream, I will make burgers and we will eat our burger dinner together. Same thing goes for the pizza goal. If I get 10 pizzas, and I will be counting these throughout all the streams. If I get 10 pizzas, we will make a pizza and we will eat our pizza dinner together. I don't know if you didn't it earlier, so I'll repeat it. How about we decide what you paint on your nails goal? Like decide what color / drawings I like, even if I can't see them. Okay. Yeah, I genuinely missed that earlier, so I didn't see it. I can add that. I will definitely need to rearrange these because some of these I feel like are worth more dollars than some of the others. It feels kind of odd having like you guys pick my nail color at 750. So I'll just put it down for now for the sake of it being there. Okay, pick my nail colors. Okay, pick my nail colors. I'll put that on. I like that idea. It's simple, it's effective, it's reasonable. I like that. And I like painting my nails too. Wasn't it just 19 burgers? Yeah, it was 10. So 10 burgers, I make burger dinner. And 10 burgers I think was like 60 something dollars, which helps a decent amount towards goals. So if I get 10 burgers before anything else, we immediately reach like the first 3 goals. 4 goals, a few of them. But you don't like pizza? But if I custom make my pizza, I can make it exactly to my taste. I can make it so I enjoy my pizza, right? I can put on ingredients that don't suck. I can put on ingredients of decent quality because I'll have the money because 10 pizzas is like $100. I can afford decent ingredients at that point, right? We can make it so I enjoy the pizza. Additionally, I have medicine so that makes it so that my stomach doesn't hurt when I have dairy, so I'll have that too. All problems involving the pizza solved. We can have our pizza dinner safely. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. I think there was one who was spamming slurs and another who was impersonating AniLive staff with their username. I did see earlier, since like we have a specific way that we report the problems that we encounter in AniLive, like internally within Nexus. I saw that there was someone impersonating like Nox, right? Like, I'm praying, I'm begging with all that I have that we get better moderation at this point. It was Nox, yeah. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. But yeah, that is terrible. We will bully those who misbehave. Bullying isn't nice, but we don't want them here anyway, so I guess it is best we drive them away since we have no other way of making them leave. I think streaming times are contributing to it. The kids are probably still at school, lol. Yeah, probably. Can you make lactose-free pizza? You can, but also, like, lactose-free ingredients just cost more money in general. Like, it's cheaper for me to just take the medicine that I already own and buy normal cheese instead. It's like, my medicine that I am, like, way stocked up on that doesn't expire, like, until forever from now, like, I already bought that. I don't have to spend any more money on that for a while. So, like, there's no need for me to invest in dairy-free cheese or anything. I could just have the medicine. It was Nox. Yeah, no, that was actually Nox. How is Nox entering her own stream, though? Give them the horns. Yeah, exactly. Bare pizza, just dough? Honestly, I'd probably like the pizza like that. I'm a bread enjoyer. I like bread. Don't forget the drawings. What if we want you to have sheep in the nails? Haha. I don't have, like, the nail tools to do drawings on my nails. I wish I did, though. So for now, you'd only be able to pick my colors. What kind of pizza do you like? When I have pizza, which isn't often because I do my best to avoid it, 1, because allergy, and 2, because preference. Delicious! Thank you for the burger! When I do have pizza, on the rare occasion, I like to have it with plain cheese or with ham and pineapple. I'm not particularly fond of the pineapple on the pizza. I don't mind it being there, but I don't really care for it either. I'm there for the ham. The ham is the good part. I like the ham on the pizza. And Cryo, welcome back. Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. And also, thank you for the burger. Well, speaking of drawings, you can draw something that we choose. True. True, 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 true. It's also, I can make it, like, so that anyone who donates X amount of money or higher, like, you can get your own, like, drawing from me. It's all done by mouse. Like, I don't have my tablet or anything, but I like the mouse drawings. I like them. So, like, every person who donates X amount gets their drawing. We can do that. For donation goal, for instead of individual goals, for collective goals, for one of the open slots, I can hold, like, a raffle for my mouse drawings. I feel like that's reasonable enough. Okay, we can do art raffle. That's easy enough. I've organized raffles in the past, and I've been able to get through them successfully. So I'm pretty confident that we can do that. Have not on nails, but just in general. Okay, yeah. Drawings considered, both individual and collective. Oh, you make us a song. You said you like composing? Okay, that is off limits. I'm not going to make anybody a song. That's embarrassing. I haven't written anything in, like, years at this point. And I don't think I will be digging that up anytime soon. So not that one. You'll have to veto that. I feel like that could end up being a lot of drawing. You're right, it could be. But that's fine. I'll get through them, right? I'll get through them. If you do it by X amount of coins, it's not per X amount. So, like, if I say, this is just an example, I probably won't make it as cheap as 100, because 100 is like $1 or so, which is fairly cheap for a drawing, especially since I, like, tend to take pretty long even on my mouse drawings. But for example, let's say that there are 100 coins. So I'm not saying that every person who, like, donates per 100 coins that that person gives, that they get a drawing. So if you give me, like, 1 billion coins, I'm not going to do, like, 1 billion divided by 100 drawings in return, right? It's just, if you get X amount or higher, then you get a single one. That would be much more efficient. What about PFP drawing goal? Yeah, my mouse drawings are kind of, like, PFP usable, so I can do that. I can give you, I can draw your PFPs. That'd be pretty easy. Like, the nature of my mouse drawings is already, like, PFP-esque. We're nearly there. I just need to replicate whatever your guys' profile pictures look like. Easy enough. I feel like that could end up being a lot of drawings if you do it by X amount of coins. Okay. Oh, I'd like that. Yeah, those are neat. Okay. We can adjust. Okay. So the individual goal, so every person who donates X amount, that can be, I draw your profile picture. And then we have our separate raffle one for the collective goal. Oh my god, we're not going to be able to watch Free Run today. I'm so unreliable as a, like, source of entertainment. I'm so sorry, genuinely. It's actually good. Those are neat. If you're referring to the stream being actually good, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The peak was episode 3. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there for sure. So you need to watch all 3 in one day. Okay, gotcha. So we wouldn't have been able to get to the good part anyways. Gotcha. You can get a nothing pizza with left beef. You're right, I could. You're right, I could. But I could also get it with cheese and stuff. Because it's not that I dislike cheese. I do like cheese. I'm just allergic to it. We can get around that, though, easily. We have many more opportunities in the future. True. That's why I asked about episode 3. Gotcha. I see. So I should be very weary about what happens specifically in episode 3. So I should keep my guard up and... do I expect to cry? Do I expect to be angry? I'm frightened. Have you tried just not being allergic to cheese? I mean, yeah. Yes, I have, actually. Knowing fully well that I'm allergic to dairy, sometimes I just, what if I eat cheese right now and not cheese, what if I eat dairy right now and it's I'm not allergic anymore? So I do that sometimes, and it doesn't work. Just don't watch on times 2. I won't, don't worry. I won't. If we're doing a watch-along, do not expect me to be watching in times 2 speed. I only do that on my own. Not really. It's just a good ending point. The 3 episodes are very connected. Okay, gotcha. So it concerns me when people are like, oh, watch out for episode this one. You're gonna... You'll see what happens in that one. It scares me. So that's comforting. You don't also watch the openings on times 2 speed, right? Okay. The way I go about openings is the very first time that the opening plays, I play it on normal speed. Same thing goes for the ending. After the first time I hear the opening, every other time I just skip the opening. As much as I like listening to the openings, if I want to hear it, I will just watch it. I will listen to it on its own without watching the anime. Obviously, when it comes to consuming anime, I'm all about speed. I have to get everything, on times 2 speed. I need to watch everything twice, so I need to have that speed. So I cut out all unnecessary parts. I skip the ending. If there's anything post-ending, I will watch that. I skip the opening minus the first opening. I also won't skip the first ending. But outside of that, yeah, I just... I skip. Times 2 speed, all of that. Teko, welcome in. Is it Teko, Tico, Ticho, Techo? I'm not sure. Welcome in. Please do let me know how it is pronounced. This take is more acceptable. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your consideration. Same, LMAO. People hinting about a specific episode is like a spoiler that isn't explicitly a spoiler. Exactly. Exactly. I only don't skip it when it's particularly good. Yeah. The first 3 episodes were originally shown in a single feature-length cut that was shown in theaters prior to airing on TV. So they're basically all just episode 1. Gotcha! So episode 1 is actually 3 episodes and it's actually a movie. That's pretty neat. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha! Thank you so much for letting me know. Teko, thank you for liking, I appreciate that. Chaplain, welcome in, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're trying to figure out our goals for next week instead of watching Freerun because we got way too invested in this. I really appreciate everyone's input here, and I am genuinely really sorry. Like someone else said earlier, hold on. I'll give you proper credit. Let me find you. Sultansert. You said it. We have many opportunities in the future. Quote them. What they said is true, so we'll do it in the future. We have more opportunities in the future. Thank you for pinning that. Thank you. Hi, welcome back, Karma. How are you? Disco, welcome in. Hi, how are you? How have you been? Thanks for stopping by. Okay. We have 2 more slots. We have 900 and 950, but also I can just rearrange these so they're in a more fitting spot later. Lunar Cat, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Chaplain, thanks for liking. I appreciate that. So, let me take a screenshot of something real quick. It's not working. Okay. There we go. That's better. Pogi, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome. If I happen to miss any suggestions, please do bring them back up. If there's anything else that you want to see for me as a reward, if you think that there's anything that you would find rewarding, please do let me know. Again, my biggest priority here is that you guys are satisfied. Lunar Cat, thanks for liking. I appreciate that. Thank you lots. A book reading stream where you read a book to us? Yeah, like more stories? Like more bedtime stories? That'd be nice. I'd enjoy that. Even if I'm not very good at reading. We can find a book. We'd all have to decide together what we want, though. Sure. Book reading stream. Let me edit the format a little so it's not all weird. Yes, bedtime story. Yes, okay. Multiple people seem to be enjoying that. That's good. Esila reads 1984. What's 1984? I don't know anything about literature. Is that like something that is good or like bad? 1984. By George Orwell? Is that what you're talking about? It's a 4.2 out of 5, and it's a 89% from Google users. Emma, welcome in. Hi, how are you? How have you been? Thanks for stopping by. A known book about a fictional police state. Interesting. The whole Big Brother is watching thing. Oh, interesting. Okay, I see. It could be a recorded video rather than a stream to differentiate. So I can make... Okay, I can put extra attention into this and I can make it like an audiobook. Like we mentioned earlier, right? Like, if I go through these goals, I want them to be accessible again in the future. So in the end, this, like, what you provide me is still not worth nothing, correct? So I can produce it into like an audiobook. I don't know how legal that is, but we'll see. Oh, sounds cool. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, I appreciate the feedback. I love that it's working. It's an influential book. Okay, gotcha. Noted. So I gotta take it really seriously. I recommended the book, Structure and Interpretation of Computer Programs, a computer science textbook from 1985. A computer science textbook? Reading about computer science. I feel like I'm not smart enough for computer science. I feel like I would not understand anything I'm reading. It was written in 1949, so you probably won't need to worry about copyright. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for letting me know about that. I'll look into it further, though, just so we can be safe. I'll look into it further. Same author as Animal Farm, I think. You think I know what that is? Okay, Animal Farm by George Orwell. Okay, it is by the same person, yes. That computer science book is actually about wizards. Wait, really? That's cool. Hold on. Let me copy and paste this. That's actually super neat and very, pretty sick, actually. Paste into Google. I will save this for later. You've piqued my interest here, as someone who's not a reader at all. Okay. Same author as Animal Farm, I think. Indeed. Okay. Thank you for letting me know about that. If she's a sheep, shouldn't she read Animal Farm instead? Haha. Wait, what's Animal Farm about? Is the title literal? Is there, like, an animal farm? Wait, which computer science book? I'm interested now. Let me go back to my Google search. Okay, I saved this in, like, my work folder, I think. Open a new tab. Okay, thank you. Structure and Interpretation of Computer... Oh my god, the title's so long it cuts off on Google. Let me go to the Amazon listing for the book. Structure and Interpretation of Computer Programs. That's what it's called, I guess. Allegedly, it is about wizards. I would not know. I've not read it. Maybe you're trying to trick me into learning about computer science? I wouldn't know. We'll see. Marshawn, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Have you been? Oh, it's not an actual computer science book? I guess not. Unless they're, like, pranking us right now. It's complicated. I've never read Orwell. I don't read, so I haven't either. You haven't watched the movie or heard the statement, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others? No, I've not. I don't read any books. I don't watch any movies. It's very rare I consume, like, any media. And when I do consume media, it's usually, like, games. And even then, I don't play many games. But I tend to gravitate towards that over, like, shows or movies and certainly books. I'm not a reader. They're both influential. I can really recommend them both, but I don't think they make a good stream topic. Okay. Well, I got a lot of positive feedback from the 1984, was it? Because it was 1 year before 1985, which I remember because I was like, wow, that's almost like the Bowling for Soup song. That's how I'm remembering it. So I got a lot of positive feedback from that. So I'm going to be heavily considering that, especially considering that you guys were really into the audiobook idea. We can watch the movie or cartoon instead. I feel like, considering what we are able to do and not able to do, I feel like the book version would work better, even if I am worse at reading than I am watching movies. I feel like, considering our situation at the moment, the book would probably work better. Are games also on ×2 speed? Only when, like, I'm playing emulations of turn-based games and the turn-based combat is too slow. Only then. Let's just have Esila read a full computer science textbook in stream lol. I don't think I'd survive that. Starfire, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Miss meeting you. How have you been? Yeah, it's a pretty damn serious and heavy book, if it's okay with you. Yeah, that's okay with me. My only problem is that, like, I'm not good at reading. I'll do my best, though. I'll put everything I have into it. Just look at the cover. We can watch, okay. Wait, look at the cover of what? 1984? It's a picture of an eye. A whole lot of pictures of eyes. Eye emoji. Flashback to playing Pokemon Gen 2 and 3 on emulators on multiple times speed. Yeah, it's just faster. It's more efficient. Animal Farm is more chill. I think 1984 is more serious. Gotcha. So what's Animal Farm about? I don't think I asked this earlier. Nox, how have you been? Thank you for stopping by. Is this the real one, actually? Now I'm scared. What if it's not the real one? The cover of SICP has a wizard on it. Yeah, I think I did notice that once I actually looked it up, when someone pointed out that it's not actually about computer science. Nox, welcome back. How are you? Thanks for liking. I appreciate that. Okay, I think we have just one slot left. Hold on, I have too many tabs open. I was almost late to stream today because I was like, man, I really want to open Pokemon cards, but the best I can do is look at listings of Pokemon cards online. And I found this listing for like $600 that has like hundreds of packs. And if I had the money to buy it, I'd be super tempted. So I was like looking at that, and I looked back at my like clock, and there was 2 minutes left until I had to stream, so I had to like rush. I planned on making tea and refilling my water, but I didn't because I was busy looking at online listings of Pokemon cards. Hello, sis, 600 packs? That would be $1 per pack, which is an incredible deal. But I don't think it was 600 packs. It was a lot of packs, but not 600. I feel like just reading SCP wikis would be fun. I did get kind of into SCP sometime like late last year. I would enjoy that. Damn. Lone Wolf, welcome back. How are you? That's a lot indeed. Esila, Lone Wolf, how are you? Okay, let me catch up with Twitch chat. Oh, I meant the cover of Structure. Okay, the wizard one. Thank you. I appreciate that. Depending on who you ask, it's a critique of communism or totalitarian states more generally. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate the rundown there. That would be a good deal if it was $1 a pack. Yeah, because Pokemon cards are like $4 a pack right now, right? $4 or $5? Pretty steep price. Like, that'd be a hefty discount. You'd have to pay $600, but you'd be getting a like really good deal for that. Okay. It's about a group of animals at a farm who decide they are being scammed by the farmer and decide to take over and run the farm themselves. Drama ensues. That sounds great. I love that. Let's do that actually instead of 1984. Let's do that. I like Animal Farm better. The idea really interests me. I like that. Reading stream. Animal Farm. You've won me over. Hello Nox, skinned booster boxes are insane. Indeed, indeed. It's also 3 times shorter. 3 times shorter? That's even better. I have to read less. Perfect. Lone Wolf, thanks for liking. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, we have one more slot, and we still have a lot more planning to do. Okay. Do we have any more ideas? I want you guys to be happy. Slot 4. We're coming up with ideas for rewards for like milestone goals that we reach next week in an event I'm trying to participate in. Gotta go have a nice stream. Thank you so much for stopping by, Nox. It was great having you here. Please have a good one. Novel Farm is a lot shorter too. Thank goodness. Nox, thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. You don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. I'm pretty sure I missed like multiple suggestions, but I don't know which ones, and I feel bad about it because I want to do my best to consider like everyone. Bye, Nox. Yeah, bye. Have a good one. I feel bad. We have one more though. We're super close. I'm also super thirsty because I forgot to refill my water because I was busy before stream. Bad. Short outside stream, like 10-minute date by the beach or in the park. Okay, I won't tell you where I live, but I don't live by a beach. I can take you guys outside though, I guess. Yeah, we can do an outside stream. A pun intended. No, I noticed. Oh, like going on a walk stream. Yeah, that'd be nice. My biggest concern, though, would be that I lose connection and the stream doesn't, like, stay up and it'll continually crash. That's my biggest concern, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. By the river, then? I don't... Where I live now and where I'm living will not have a river. Marshawn, welcome back. How are you? We'll do a... We'll do outside stream. Looking emojis. Outside stream. I'll reorganize so that they're all in more fitting positions for like the dollar amount that they're worth. As of right now, it's in the like 950 slot, so it's really expensive. The SCP stream is pretty cool though. I always fall into lore rabbit holes. Honestly, at one point or another, I probably would have already done that without reaching any goal. Like, I probably would have done that as, like, a general stream activity anyways. So you can probably look forward to that in the future. For free. For $0. We'll probably do that in the future. Touch grass stream. Let's go. Yeah. A lot of trading card resellers are untrustworthy and will sell you packs at discounted prices, but only after they've opened the packs themselves and taken and replaced any valuable cards with cheap ones. And then gluing them back together. I know, but it looks... like, I don't have the money to buy it, and even if I did, I probably still wouldn't buy it. But the deal looks so good. Hold on, I'm gonna open that tab again. I'm going to see what exactly is in there. Where's my history? Bring that back up. Where is it? It's somewhere in here. Pokemon TCG Huge Lot Booster Sealed Evolving Skies 151 Fusion Strike 100 packs. Like, that's a lot. It comes with multiple tins, both the bigger tins as well as the like newer small tins. I'm not a big fan of like the smaller tins. They're cute though. I think I own one of them somewhere. It comes with a lot of balls. And it has exactly one love ball. That's what I have my eyes on. I could probably get that a lot cheaper than $600 though. I'd say my biggest issue here, besides the price, obviously, would be that there's a lot of Fusion Strike, and back when I had income, I bought way too many Fusion Strike, and now I don't want to see them anymore. I don't want to see any more Fusion Strike. So, in a way, that would be kind of a waste for me. Okay, I need to catch up. I was busy looking at Pokemon cards again. Looking emojis. I would leave a space or two for Twitter. Not everyone could participate today. Maybe other people have some nice ideas. Okay. Yeah, the list isn't finalized. After this, I'll probably, like, make a tweet, like, asking, like, hey, what do you guys want to see? And I'll take feedback from that as well, and then I'll work on finalizing the list. And then our next... our next order of business is finding activities to actually do to achieve these goals. But yeah, I will be taking more input from other platforms as well. What kind of settlement lacks a river? The places where I live. The places where I live. Can we get some Pepe emojis? I don't think I don't think that's something Apple will do. Lovely Devil Rose, welcome in. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Hi, 600 for a love ball? I'm not going to pay $600 just because it has a love ball. I'm going to pay $600 because it has a lot of Pokemon cards, except I'm not going to buy it ever. Even if I had the money, even if I have the funds, I'm not going to buy that. As tempting as it would be, as someone who's addicted to opening packs of Pokemon cards. And who hasn't opened any in a while. 600 for a love ball. I know I'm not going to. Card opening stream could be an idea. Post pics of any good cards to Twitter. True. We have discussed possible card opening streams before, but we've also encountered the fact that it would have to be a hand cam, and we can do a hand cam. But then we encounter the problem of if I get a really good card, I'm going to want to sleeve it immediately. And I don't know how safely or efficiently I can sleeve something if I'm wearing gloves. And I don't want to ruin the card. I don't want to ruin the card. That's way more than the Rayquaza figure I had my eyes on. Yikes. Dreevy, welcome in. And Michaela, how are you guys? Guilty as charged. Hi, Michaela, how are you? You said you played instruments. How about a stream of you playing sometime? Give me multiple years to start practicing again, and I'll consider it. Maybe. How about a 24-hour stream? I'm not exactly in the position to be doing that right now. I would if I could, though. I love streaming, especially for long periods of time. Touch grass stream, let's go. The temptation, indeed. One last idea. What if you post a short of you doing beep beep I'm a sheep as one of the goals? I will take a picture of that later, and I will take note of it. I'll take note of it once I can actually use the camera on my phone. Thank you for the suggestion. Thank you for the input. What instrument did you play? I play the guitar, I play the keyboard, I play the clarinet, I play a little bit of the viola, I play the ukulele, I'm missing multiple, I'm missing like 2. What else do I play? I know too many. I know a few. That's very specific. Indeed, but I like specifics, because then I don't have to think about the, details that are lacking. OMG, Lone High, all of them? I don't play all of them. That'd be pretty cool, though. What about a lore story stream, make a video, post it on YouTube? I'm not very good at writing. I'd probably have to pass that because writing is probably, the worst thing I'm at ever. Whoa, Cryo, welcome back. How are you? Cryo, Lone. Okay, I need to go, though. I need to go. There's stuff I have to do after this. I need to eat lunch. I have to go. I really appreciate everyone's input today. No, I know. I wish I could stream more. I wish I could stream more. Whiny emoji. I'm sorry. Glad to see you, Lone. A free run next week then? We'll see, because next week I want to be as attentive to you guys as possible, and if I have my eyes off stream, it's possible that I'll miss a donation, and I have to manually input all of the donations that I get into my Google Sheet, so I don't want to do anything that will take my attention too much, you know? I need to be a little more attentive to my phone screen here. Thanks for streaming, Esila. Thanks for the company. I appreciate it. Thanks for Watchalong. Thanks for the Watchalong stream. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Esila. Thank you for the streaming. Thank you guys for sticking with me despite us not doing what we planned. I really underestimated how big this was. Let's hit 5.5 hours stream goal next week, everybody. We'll do our best. I don't expect to succeed. I don't expect to win. I just want to see how far I can go if I put in as much effort as I can. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for your company. I appreciate that. Bye, Esila. Bye. Next time, we'll watch 1 episode. Next time, we will watch 3 minutes. It's not a big deal for me. Okay, that's relieving, but I'm worried about everyone else as well. Missing stream is always Esila. You're welcome. Thank you again. Thanks to the stream. It was fun planning and hearing your thoughts. Thank you. I appreciate it. We managed to make so much progress on free run. Indeed. Sheep knows too many instruments. I can't believe I got clipped. Wow. That's new. Thanks for the stream, Esila. Thank you for the company. Bye, Esila. Bye. I managed to make so much progress. Fanfic reading stream. I'm not good at reading fanfic, but I can screenshot for a possible goal in the future. Thank you, Esila. Thank you. Thank you, Esila. Thank you, Destroyer. Thank you, Esila. Thank you, Cryo. I appreciate that. Welcome in. I'm about to go. Bye, Michaela. I'll have to see you some other time. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for the company. Have a great day, sheepy heads. Yes, please, everyone have a good day. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for the company. I appreciate that. We love you, Esila. Have fun. I love you guys too. I'm gonna go. Heart emojis. Heart emoji back. To Twitch. Mwah. To AniLive. Mwah. To when I upload this eventually, hopefully, and not forget. Mwah. To anywhere else, I don't even know where. Better safe than sorry, right? I don't want to leave anyone out. To anyone else, mwah. I'm gonna go. I will miss you. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Hopefully we'll stay on topic. If not, I hope it's okay, and I'm sorry in advance. I'm gonna go now. I'll miss you. Bye.